Now then, welcome to channel, Lake District and Hartsop. And we're not going far today. The intention is just to go up Gray Crag, which is steep, up to Threshthwaite Mouth, and then just down by Pasture Beck. So not far today, only about 5 miles I think. So let's have a quick look at the route. So you can see up there where we're going, that's Gray Crag, and it's looking a bit cloudy. Now the forecast for this morning was 90% chance of clear fell tops. It's supposed to cloud over this afternoon, but this morning 90% chance of clear fell tops, and it's like that. Ah well, I'm looking up that way, that's up Pasture Beck, and in the clouds up there that's Threshthwaite Mouth, and that's our return route. Never been down there before, so we'll see what that's like. So yeah, this is going to be steep going up here. Quiet there, not many cars in the car park, it's only just gone 8:30. Right, up we go. So as you saw back there, there's plenty of water coming down Hayeswater Gill. Not surprised after all the rain we've had. There was a notice in car park there about one of the footbridges up here just below Hayeswater. Don't use it, it's suffered storm damage. There is an alternative though, so it's not such a big issue. Right, we'll carry on plodding our way up into the gloom. So we've just passed that large boulder at the side of the track, which marks the point where we leave the main track that goes up there towards Hayeswater, and Charlie digging down there, we head off up there. Steep, a couple of people in front of us, so we'll let them get away. It's very pleasant. So we're up the first really steep section. You see behind me, just where is it? There, look. That's an old pump house, and last time we were here we went up the path that goes past that and joined the main track further up, and I think that's a better way to get up to Hayeswater. And from there we went kind of up that direction. It's over there, you can't see it yet. Up to the knot, then Rest Dodd, the Nab, and Brock Crags, and the Nab. The usual bog fest. Finally, we saw a huge herd of red deer. That was good. It was autumn time, so middle at rut. We'd heard the stags before we saw them. Right, it's eased off a little bit now. Oh, up we go. So we're just contouring round below these crags, and once we get beyond them, and we turn back to go over behind them. And I think that's pretty much the majority of the climbing done then. Oh, now then, we're heading into some sunshine up here. Marvellous. Oh, Charlie does my head in. He shoots off. He gets to some kind of prominence where he's stuck out against the skyline, turns around and looks at me as if to say, well, come on then. See if I can catch up with him. And for this walk, you may have noticed that I've adopted the be bold, start cold attitude. That's one thing I'm not really good at, is temperature management. especially in colder months when you start off steep like this, you've got all your layers on, you start to sweat, they get wet and they lose all the thermal properties. So, yeah, we thought we'd try it, and it's all right. I'm warm. Right, onwards. So I'll just show you while I can. That's our return route down there, down by Pasture Beck and into Pasture Bottom. You can't see, we're coming down from Threshthwaite Mouth, which is up there in the gloom. Right, we're off up here. Look at that sun. It's trying, isn't it? So that's looking down on Hayeswater. Last time we were here, we went to there, I think. Is it? Or is it down there? Footbridge down there. And then we went up there to the knot, and down into this col, and up onto Threshthwaite, then over down that way to the Nab and back over Gray Crags. I'm not sure if it's that footbridge there that's suffered the storm damage. Right, Charlie waiting patiently. Right, up we go. Right, so that's us on the top of Gray Crag, and the layers are back on again. Oh, there's a right biting wind. Right, so that's all the climbing done. We just have to drop down to Threshthwaite Mouth and then down Pasture Beck. And I just got thinking, with the way this cloud's performing and the sun keeps trying to break through and whatever, in all the years I've spent on the hills and in all the weather conditions and inversions and everything like that, I've never actually witnessed a brockenspector. I have to make sure we get that rectified before the end of my mountain days. Right, so I think it's nearly coffee and chew time. So. Right, onwards we go. So we've reached the point here where we branch off the main path that goes on up there, up towards Threshthwaite Crag, and we take this Vega path which drops down to the right towards Threshthwaite Mouth. And I've not done any filming, it's turned out to be a bit grim. And we've not stopped for coffee and a chew because it's turned out to be a bit windy. So hopefully when we get down to Threshthwaite Mouth, I mean we're in good time. It's only coming up to 10:15 and we're nearly halfway around. So we've just joined up with the path there that comes down from Threshthwaite Crag, and coming down there, that's another one that go up it, but I wouldn't advise coming down it. I've come down there, it's a nightmare. So yeah, we'll get down to these extensive views at Threshthwaite Mouth, down Threshthwaite Beck that way, and down Pasture Beck that way, which is where we're going. 90% chance of cloud-free summits today, you know, according to the Met Office, who I've said what I think about the Met Office before, haven't I? Which got bleeped out. Alright, we might be able to get somewhere sheltered for coffee and a chew down here. The wind is easing a bit. Right, down we go. So here we are, right at the bottom of Threshthwaite Mouth, and that path there that goes up and over Hartsop, which the first time I did these two fells. That's the way we went up there. But last time we were here, we went down there, down Threshthwaite Beck. I'll stick a photo up here. We had stunning views down Threshthwaite Beck. But now for us, we're going down there, down by Pasture Beck. Right, so I'm going to get Charlie. I'm not stopping for a coffee. It's too grim. But Charlie's looking at me with those. You've said chew about 20 times now, and one hasn't materialised. So, right, we'll get down here. Oh, might be a bit of shelter down here. Might have a coffee. Oh, I wouldn't get out at wind down here. Right, coffee and a chew. Come on then, Charlie, let's carry on. Well, we've only dropped down a few metres from Threshthwaite Mouth, and look at this, the views have opened up down Pasture Beck. That's lovely, you can see right down to Hayeswater now. Looks like the tops are going to stay pretty clagged in there. Right, we're gonna enjoy the views down here. Might have lunch down at the bottom somewhere. It'll be an early lunch though. Right, we'll carry on down there. Well, we're making our way down this pitched path. It's new territory for me, is this. I'm getting a bit warm again. And it's alright being a pitched path, but I've actually come off it because the rocks are really slippy and most of them are sloping downhill as well. So I've come off onto grass at the side, which I know isn't good for erosion, and the made paths are there for a reason, but it's a bit dicey going down. Like I say, slippy rocks and they're sloping downhill. Right. Charlie's not bothered at all though, he's loving it. And it's nice to have a bit of a view looking down the valley as well, isn't it? Right, we'll continue. I seem to recall there being something marked on the 1 to 25 map called Balancing Stone. Is it Balancing Stone? Same name as that one that's on your way up to Base Brown. Is it Balancing Stone? I can't remember. I'm just wondering if that's it there. It's not marked on 1 to 50. Ah, right. Well, it's very pleasant coming down here now. The views down the valley are great. Right, so on we go. Well, that little stream was a test of the waterproofness of the boots, and that's looking back where we've just come down from Threshthwaite Mouth. It's cleared up there now. I don't know if oh well, yeah, Gray Crag's clear now. Well, the forecast said it was going to get worse as the day went on, and they've got it wrong way around, haven't they? Oh well, not to worry. So it's quite enjoyable as this path now. Nobody on it, just me and Charlie. I'm glad to be down from that steep pitched section at the top of the valley. It was a bit iffy. They said the rocks are a bit wet and slippy and they're facing downhill. Probably one better to go up than down. Yeah. Should have done it opposite way around. We'd have been on clear fell tops now. Right, so we'll carry on along. New path for me, never been along here before. On we go. So we're just passing through this bit of a boulder field, and it got me thinking, looking up there. That crag there. At one time all these boulders were up there, attached to that. You wouldn't like to have been underneath one of these when it came crashing down. And then I was also thinking about, just let me pop you onto the camera as I make my way through here. So looking down there, you can see moraines, which are piles of debris left behind by glaciers. So, yeah, plenty of geological activity around here. It fascinates me, geology and the time scales over which it happens. You know, we are here for just a mere blink of the eye, aren't we? So best make use of our time while we're here, eh? Getting out doing stuff like this. This is brilliant. There's only me and Charlie. There still is a bit of clag on tops behind us, but that's great views looking down the valley. I think that, you know, what will that be? It'll be either Angletown Pikes or Brock Crags. Brock Crags, I think, actually, that one. Oh, right. That's us through that bit of a boulder field. Right, onwards we go. So the path now makes its way between these moraines, and you can see here from the path the type of material that would have been deposited by the glaciers that makes up these lumps, these moraines, and look back up the valley that we've just come down from. Well, not up there, up there. Yeah, it's glorious. I can recommend this path. Nobody on it at all. Say the top section was a bit tricky with it being wet and slippy. No, this is glorious. So we've dropped right down to beside Pasture Beck, and this is what's known as Pasture Bottom, and it's glorious down here. Absolutely beautiful. So what we're going to do, it's only early, but shame to miss an opportunity like this. We're going to stop for our lunch down here. This is fantastic. I've never been down here before. Look at it, it's stunning, isn't it? But it's nice in summer here. So yeah, we're going to find a little spot by this babbling brook for our lunch. So we've had lunch, and very pleasant it was too. Charlie's had his usual dig. Oh, it's been just what I wanted. As this today, I've been feeling a bit there all week. Oh, this has really bucked me up. It's glorious. This valley, I've never been down here before. This is absolutely stunning. I'm loving this, and there's not a soul around. I mean, we've hardly seen anybody. There was a couple of cars in the car park when we got there. A couple passed us and then went in front of us up Gray Crag. And that was it until we got to Threshthwaite Mouth, and there was a couple coming down from Hartsop Dodd. They weren't enjoying that at all. That's another iffy path. I've been up that way, but I've never been down it before. And that's been it from Threshthwaite Mouth all the way down here. Not seen a soul, and it's glorious. It's absolutely stunning. Is this? This in summer, I mean, it's great now, but in summer this would be absolutely brilliant, wouldn't it? Right, not too far from the car now. Oh, no rush to get back today. Loving it. Right, on we go. So we've only half a mile to go now, so I'm going to sign off. As you can see behind me, rather irritatingly, all the fells are clear now. It's supposed to start clear and cloud in as the day went on. It's been totally the reverse, hasn't it? But never mind. I mean, coming down here, this has just been absolutely stunning coming down here. Like I say, I've not been down this path before, but it's fantastic. Really enjoying this. So yeah, it's been a good day. Very quiet, peaceful. It's a shame about the views on the tops, but this is making up for it for me. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed it, and hopefully see you on the next one. Tra!